Trapaholics, real trap shit.
I play all my hoes like Santa Falls. Watch me play my role, yeah, hey, falls. Think about it, that's a joke, hey, falls. Yeah, ain't like it blow.
Trapaholics, turn up.
What are you doing? And can I see your lighter? Okay, alright, anyway. I'm explaining to my friend I had a very, excuse me, Sharika, I had a very fucked up, peculiar episode of shopping experience at Shoppers. I was in Shoppers, browsing the store, trying to get me some bread, you know what I'm saying? I need some bread for the house. You can't have no sandwiches, no bread, obviously. But while I was in there was a band of handicapped and disabled people in there. They was getting it in, you know what I'm saying? I didn't pay no attention to them. My mother goes to the grocery store, rolls out. I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, bullshitting. I hear the sound of like a wheel that needed some WD-40 on it. Like, it was like, and it just like rolled up on me. So I wasn't really paying attention, you know what I'm saying? And like, I had 2 loaves of bread in my hand, and I'm like debating to myself, like, all right, what the fuck I want to get? Like, both of these jokes look good. And like, she was like, excuse me, and like, I could paint a picture of what she looked like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fucked up dude. Like, I've dated people who had physical deformities before. Like, I dated a deaf girl before. I'm not making it seem like, okay, I got a green pass, you know what I'm saying? But like, she was fucked up. Shorty was fucked up. Like, she had this thing going on where like her bottom jaw moved and like the bottom row of her teeth came over her top lip. And like, and she was just like, her eyes are big as shit. And like, when I seen her, like, immediately I was like, oh shit. Like, that's what I did. Like, I don't realize what I be doing sometimes. Like, I was just like, oh shit, because I was taken back by like what I seen. But she was like, excuse me. And like, I turned around and I was like, okay, so what's up? I thought she was going to ask for something on the show. She was like, you got a big butt. I was like, ooh, all right. It's like, okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to take that shit. And she was just like in the wheelchair, moving her jaw. I was like, all right, you take it easy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking off. So as I'm walking and shit, like I keep hearing the wheel like moving, like So I'm like, the fuck, like this really happened. This really fucking happened. I'm not making this shit up. So like, I go to the end of the aisle, right? Just like in Food Line, how you go to the end of the aisle, the whole back wall jumps, like frozen food jumps. So I'm at the whole back wall, right? And like, I'm looking, browsing, like, oh, I'm gonna get me a pizza. So I'm opening up the little glass door jump, and the glass door opens with me. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I let it go. And she's down there holding the jump. She's like, I got it. I was like, okay, do your thing. Maybe she want a piece or something. And she was just like looking at me and shit. She's fucking like staring. We had a little moment. Like, it was like a little like space in between us. It was fucking awkward. Like, she was awkward as shit. Like, her moment was special. Like, she probably had a computer love in her head and shit. Like me, I was just like, ooh. Grab my piece and shit. And like, the weird thing about it, right? I grabbed my motherfucking pizza. I'm walking off, right? Got my pizza, got my loaf of bread. I'm good to go, you know what I'm saying? Walking Dead about to come on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed my pizza and fucking, I look back. Something told me, like, my like subconscious was like, all right, Jam, look behind you. And the bitch was still holding the goddamn door open. The refrigerator shit, steam coming out the freezer. She just looking at me and shit. So like, the fuck? Like, so I walked. So I got away from her for like 2 seconds. Like 2 seconds. You know, like, think about it, like in the Food Line or whatever. Them aisles are pretty long to walk. There's a lot of food you can select in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty nice little walk. Nobody's running the Food Line. But like, my shit was skipping down the aisle. I was like, let me get the fuck out of here. And like, she must have kicked it down the next aisle, because like, when I got to the end of my aisle, she was already bending the corner. So I'm like, that wheelchair fast as shit. And she had her little friends with her. It was like another motherfucker, like a dude, some little boy in that joint. Something wrong with his left leg. It was fucked up. He was looking at the little car magazines and shit. And like, there was another girl in there in like crutches. The crutches that grabbed the forearm, and she was blowing my phone up. And like, she was holding the jumps, and she was like staring down. And I heard her say it when I walked past her. She was like, there's him right there. I was like, oh shit. So I was like, let me get in the express line, because I wanted to go into the personal checkout line, like ring my shit up. I was gonna drop the money there. I don't give a fuck about the change. Like, I was just gonna drop the bread there and roll out. She's like, there's him right there. There's him. And like, I looked at the girl. You can't see her face because like all the fucking hairs in her face, but like somewhere her eyeball moved. And I was like, God damn it! What the fuck is going on? So I rung my shit up, and like there was this lady in front of me and shit. I know I'm gonna answer so loud on this because this is probably like petty. I'm in the line. The wheel comes behind me, of course. So I'm in the jump like, ooh, alright. I gotta figure out something to do because like now my ass is all in her face. She clearly stated she liked my ass. My ass is all in her shit. And she's just like, I just hear her teeth like grinding like, ass. Like, just all in her shit. So I'm like, fuck it. You might as well just go ahead because you ain't gonna see this ass no more. Like, just don't touch it. Don't drool on it. Don't do nothing with it. You just better remember this ass. You just remember this red ass. Like, it's just all in your face. All up in your face. I'm praying I had to fart and everything. I was like, she gonna love this ass. So like, I'm in the line, and she keeps tugging on my shit, right? So I'm like, look, I do not like you. You're unattractive to me. Stop fucking following me. And like the little kid she with the little fucked up leg, he started crying. Like he was like, ah. And like the lady in front of me was like shaking her head like, Like, what the fuck did you want me to do? Like, you want me to make sweet love to this wheelchair? Because she's in a wheelchair. By default, society's supposed to be like, oh, give her a chance. No, that bitch knew what she was doing. She just walks up to random light-skinned guys and talk about their ass. So it definitely changed how the fuck I shop at Shoppers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with Shoppers anymore. I don't fuck with Shoppers. If I go to Shoppers, I see a Metro Access, public little handicap joint out front of the shop, I'm not going in there. Matter of fact, when I see that Metro Access jump on it, I think she's in there. Like, this shit fucked my whole shit up, man.
Say he cashed out, April Falls. He just bought some shells and some fake astros. He said like he bout April Falls. His ass be in the house, I ain't no fool. Follow all the more ones you won't make it know.